For our next one, we want to apply style to a class, to an article that has a class. And these are actually in files that we haven't used yet. So bike.html, and if we look down here, we can see there's an article with class equal to syllabus. In run, we can see that there's an article with class equal to syllabus. And with swim, we can see there's an article with class equal to syllabus. And we want to set the H1 and H2s in all of these at the same time. So first off, well, we can open these in the browser by just simply opening them. And we see that there isn't any style added to these yet. And I'm going to open all of them. Well, and we can either open them directly or go from one to the other, right? Because those clicks takes us to the other one. So we can go to cycling and swimming and see them. And we see that no style has been applied yet. So, and that's because we don't have any link tags. If we go up there in the head section, there's no link tag. So the same link tag that we used in the home, we want to connect it to both of these CSS files. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to put it in the bike.css or bike.html, in the run.html up in the head section, and in the swim.html. So I'm going to save all of those, and then we can go back and refresh and see what style gets added. So there you go. So the style that we've already added gets applied to all of these pages just by putting that link tag in there. So we can see it applied to running, it applied to cycling, and it applied to swimming. Now, if we go back and look at the code, we want to set, we can go back to, nope, not ID, there's the bike one. We want to go to the article with class equal to syllabus. So in the style, up in the under our heading styles comment, we're going to put an article. So this is an article with a class. So with a class, we use a dot, and the class is syllabus. And inside that, in that class syllabus, we want the heading 1. We also want the heading 2, and we're going to put exactly the same styles on the heading 1 and heading 2, so we can just put a comma. Remember how you can put one element, comma, another element? That's what we're going to do. Now notice that this is a more detailed selector, but we can still do 2 with the same style just by putting a comma. So we want this to be an article with class equal to syllabus, and we want the heading 2 on this one. All right, so we do that. The style that we want is a background color, and we'll set this with an RGB color. And we'll do the red to 255, the green to 185, and the blue to 255. Oops, 255. All right, and then we'll set the color to RGB, and we'll do this to 101, 101, 101, and there that's going to be a gray because they're all the same but a different color of gray. So we save that. Now notice how my editor put the selectors on separate lines where the comma was. But the style still gets applied. So just because they're on a different line, there's the first one that'll apply to the heading 1, and then comma, it'll apply to the heading 2. So let's go back and refresh. Here's the swimming, and there it is. There's the background and the color. And then we go to running, and it applied to the running page. We go to the cycling. It went to the cycling page. Now let's try the home and see how it impacted the home. Notice no change was made on the home because it does not have an article with class equal to syllabus. So it didn't impact that at all. It just changed the ones where there was an article with class equal to syllabus.